Okay, so this would be like the 10th time I've tried recording this video because my phone's a piece of shit. Anyway, so actually, a lot of people don't know this. I'm a big fan of the View Skewniverse, which is a series of films created by Kevin Smith that started all the way back in the 90s and is about to get a new release soon with Clerks 3. So, yeah, here we go. Woo! So, let's just start talking about this piece of shit collection of mine. So, first off, we're going to start with Mallrats. So Mallrats is actually a prequel to Clerks. It takes place one day prior to the events of Clerks. You'll notice down here, it's autographed. I got this autographed not too long ago, a couple days ago actually, by Jeremy London. He was at Horror Hound, and I got him to autograph his, my copy of Clerks. He signed it around his picture on the poster. He played the character TS in the film, so I'm really glad I got his autograph. Right here is a triple Blu-ray pack released by Paramount Pictures. It has Chasing Amy, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and the 15th anniversary edition of Clerks. This is good if you want to save space on your shelf, you know. So there's that. Here is Dogma. So this was released by Sony. And Dogma is actually really hard to get a hold of these days, unfortunately. That's because it's just out of print. It's pretty much impossible to find unless you can get like a secondhand copy somewhere. I was lucky enough to find a copy of this at Half Price Books for, I want to say about like $10, $15, but I've seen it go on Amazon for like $60, $70. And I can't even find a collector's Blu-ray anywhere, which is a real shame because this is actually a lot of people's favorite film in the View Skewniverse. So, you know, here we have Clerks, the animated series. So, basically, this is only 6 episodes long. If you're a fan, you'll like it, but it's really not that great. You also notice it's in this like super thick like DVD case, which is really weird because it's only 2 discs. So you know, it even says right there that's only 2 discs. So I don't know, it's all right. Like they got all the main actors that come back to reprise their roles. So they got Brian O'Halloran, Jeff Anderson, Jason Mewes, and Kevin Smith. But other than that, it's not great. So right here we have Clerks 2 and Zack and Miri in a double Blu-ray pack. Again, I got this to sort of, you know, save space on my shelf. Tusk. So it's kind of a bit of a debate if Tusk is part of the View Skewniverse or not. I'm going to say yes, but only because of its spin-off sequel, Yoga Hosers. Because in Yoga Hosers, there's a character named Missy who apparently is the same Missy from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So yeah, that's the connecting factor there. So there you go. We also got the Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. This is okay. It's the most recent addition to the View Skewniverse prior to the release of Clerks 3, which is coming soon. It's okay. It's kind of a rehash of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but you know, it is what it is. So, you know, if you're a fan, again, pick it up. Now, this is my favorite part of my collection here. So this is the 15th anniversary edition of Clerks, and I got this autograph not too long ago by Brian O'Halloran, who played Dante, Jason Mewes, who plays Jay, and Jeff Anderson, who plays Randall. I'm so happy I got this autographed. Clerks is one of my favorite films of all time, and I'm so glad that I was able to get, you know, just all these autographs. It's so great. But that's not the only autograph I have left. No. So here we have Clerks X. So this is the 10th anniversary of Clerks. So, you know, you can see the case here. It's really big. It's got 3 discs. It has the theatrical version, the first cut, which is basically like the work print cut that was put around at like film festivals before it was picked up for distribution, I guess. And then disc 3, which is like, you know, all the making of stuff. If you are wondering, you do get the same like you know, 2 cuts on the 15th anniversary edition Blu-ray, though for some reason you get the making of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which is really bizarre because that's a completely different movie altogether. This is the 10th anniversary extended edition of Mallrats. It's pretty good. It's not, great or anything, but if you want an extended version of Mallrats, there's that. But wait, there's more. So, I actually also have singular DVD copies of Clerks 2. So, this is the 2-disc widescreen edition. Clerks 2 is okay. I wouldn't call it the best in the series. I will admit that when it first came out, it definitely felt like an actual finality to the series. A part of me is kind of glad that it kept going, but another part of me is like, if it had ended on Clerks 2, I would have been fine with it. But it's just a 2-disc, DVD copy. It's nothing special. Pretty good. It's got Jeff Anderson, Brian O'Halloran, Rosario Dawson, Jason Mewes, and Kevin Smith in it, so it all works out. This is a DVD copy of Zack and Miri. So, Zack and Miri was not originally part of the View universe. It didn't get added until one of the characters from this movie showed up in Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, and so it got retroactively put in the View universe. So far, it's the only View universe film to have Kenny Hotz from Kenny vs. Spenny in it, and the first to not have Jay and Silent Bob in it at all, though Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith do appear in the movie, just as different characters. Alright, so right here is my DVD copy of Chasing Amy, and this comes actually from the Criterion collection, so something from the View universe got put in the Criterion collection. It's Criterion collection number 75. This is a great movie. It's not like any of the other films. It's not as wacky. It's not as silly. Jay and Silent Bob only show up in it for, like, my cat is going crazy. She's running around having a good time. But Jay and Silent Bob do show up in the film. They're also on the front cover there. But they only show up in the film for, like, a minute or two. So that's really the only major connecting factor to the View universe, though the characters of Banksy and Holden do show up in later View universe films, particularly Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. And then here's another big piece of my collection. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, this time also autographed by Jason Mewes. Got him to sign it the same time I got him to sign Clerks, so that's great. But this also comes in like a really thick DVD case. I don't get it. It's also only 2 discs. Yeah, it says right there it's 2 discs. So that's really bizarre. Honestly, this one's not one of my favorite movies. I mean, if you like Jay and Silent Bob as characters, you'll like it, but it's not anything like special. It brings back a bunch of characters from the View universe, like, for example, you'll see Dante and Randall from Clerks, Banksy and Holden from Chasing Amy, Brody from Mallrats appears. So yeah, it's kind of like a bit of a reunion of View universe actors. Plus, you also get Matt Damon, who played Loki in Dogma. He shows up, but he plays himself in this movie. And Ben Affleck plays both Holden from Chasing Amy, but he also plays himself. He like as 2 different, iterations. So it's weird. Jason Lee plays Banksy and Brody, reprising both of his roles from the View universe. And Jason Lee also appears in Clerks 2, but as a different, character altogether. So there's that. So yeah, that is pretty much my entire View universe collection. I hope you liked the video. The only 2 films that I don't own in the View universe is Jay and Silent Bob's Super Groovy Cartoon Movie and Yoga Hosers. So there's that. Anyway, have a good one. Like and subscribe. I'm going to go take a nap.